Hello and congratulations on the birth of your baby. My name is Jaden and I am the nutrition counselor working with your healthcare team in the nursery. I'd like to with you about Jason's feeding and how breastfeeding is going so far and what to expect in these first days after delivery. My role is to support you and help you feel confident as you and Jason adjust. Would it be okay if we talk for a few minutes?
Sure, that would be great.
How are you feeling after everything that happened right after Jason was born?
I'm relieved he's okay now, but it was scary when he wasn't breathing right away.
That sounds like a very overwhelming moment. What has feeding him been like so far?
It's going okay, but I'm not confident. Sometimes he latches, sometimes he doesn't, and I don't know if he's getting enough.
What concerns you most right now?
I'm worried he isn't eating enough, especially since he keeps falling asleep during feeds.
It sounds like you're trying really hard, but you're unsure if what he's doing is normal or enough for him right now. That uncertainty is really common in the first couple of days. I also want to recognize that you're already doing an important job by paying close attention to his feeding and asking questions. Would it be okay if I explained what happened at birth and how newborn feeding works?
Yes, please.
Before birth, Jason received oxygen through the placenta and umbilical cord. At birth, babies must quickly switch to breathing air using their lungs. Sometimes that transition takes a little extra time, especially after a stressful delivery. That is likely why Jason needed suctioning and blow-by oxygen right after birth. Once he received oxygen support, his condition improved quickly and his APGAR score increased from 4 to 10, which was a strong response and good recovery. Right now, his heart rate of 160 and respiratory rate of 56 are normal for a newborn. Newborns naturally breathe faster than adults and are still learning how to regulate temperature, breathing, and feeding. At this stage, Jason's nutrition depends entirely on breast milk or formula. Breast milk is considered the optimal source because it contains the right balance of carbs, fats, and proteins needed for growth, as well as antibodies that help protect against infection.
I didn't realize it had antibodies. That makes me feel better.
Yes, especially in the first few days, our body produces colostrum. Colostrum is a thick, nutrient rich early milk that is high in protein and immune factors. Even small amounts are very important for Jason's immune system and gut development. Also have very small stomachs, so they need to feed frequently, usually every 2 to 3 hours. It is normal for them to cluster feed or want to feed often during this time.
He doesn't seem like he wants to eat a lot, and I wasn't sure if that was normal.
That is very normal and actually a good sign that he is trying to stimulate your milk supply. Can you tell me how feeding has been going in more detail?
He feeds for a few minutes, then falls asleep. I'm not sure if that counts as a full feeding.
That is very common in the first days because newborns get tired quickly while learning how to coordinate sucking and swallowing. Would it be okay if I shared what we look for to know if he is getting enough?
Yes, please.
We look at a few key signs: a deep latch, swallowing during feeds, and diaper output. As milk production increases, we expect more wet and dirty diapers each day. Weight is also closely monitored by the healthcare team to make sure he's feeding adequately. Right now, one of the most helpful strategies is feeding on early hunger cues instead of waiting for crying. Early cues include rooting, sucking on hands, or increased alertness.
Oh, I think I might be missing those early signs.
That is very common. Crying is actually a late hunger cue, so learning earlier signals can make feeding easier and less stressful. Skin to skin contact can also help improve feeding success because it regulates Jason's temperature and encourages natural feeding reflexes. For you, staying hydrated and eating regular balanced meals is important because breastfeeding increases your calorie and fluid needs. Rest when possible is also important because recovery and milk production are both energy demanding. What do you feel is going well so far?
I think I'm starting to understand when he wants to feed, but I still don't feel confident with the latch.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how confident do you feel about feeding him every 2 to 3 hours?
Maybe a 6.
What would help move that closer to a 7 or 8?
I think I need someone to watch me and help me make sure I'm doing the latch correctly.
That is a very reasonable request, and lactation support is specifically designed for that kind of help.